The world of cryptocurrency has given us gems like these.
Ding doink, you're my favorite coin. Want you to dink on my face, take a doink on my chest, yeah, yeah. What the
And they have made people hate it.
I'm the one who does! It's me!
And it's a tragedy. They're the ones that get pressed, and then their behavior dominates the cryptocurrency narrative. That's tragic because decentralized technology can and is being used to help people out in a way that the traditional system just can't do. I want to offer a counterpoint to the toxic energy in this space to help artists and activists understand how to benefit from these decentralized tools, to make it clear that quality decentralized projects are not in fact bad for the environment. And because I want more people who are doing good to benefit from cryptocurrency so that you have more resourcing to do what you're already doing, which is improving this world. I used to be a career profitable pro stock trader in Chicago and on Wall Street before the misogyny drove me to quit. And then I started buying Bitcoin in 2013 because I was so excited about its potential to transcend a lot of the discrimination that I experienced in the old system. So that same year, I founded our crypto mutual aid project, Seeds, which has helped people in need in 29 countries and counting to date. When you help someone in need through Seeds, you get Seeds cryptocurrency in thanks, because by design, we want generous people to benefit from crypto when the markets go up because you help someone in need. In that way, Seeds builds a bigger pie for everyone involved, and it's the polar opposite of the zero-sum extractive legacy economic system. That's significant because building an ecosystem like Seeds wouldn't be possible without decentralized technology. As we speak, Bitcoin has already approached the all-time highs that it set in November of 2021. And the Bitcoin halving, which has historically kicked off the insane market movements that we've seen in the past, is still almost 50 days away. That's relevant, and it's generally good to be aware of the halving because of its history. This is the fourth halving in total, and it happens roughly every 4 years. It's called the halving or the halvening because it cuts the amount of Bitcoin going into circulation in half. If you check out this table in detail, it shows you when those specific dates have been in the past, as well as the high and low prices for those market cycles, because the halvening has historically been a catalyst in those market cycles. That's relevant because we can then use the halvening to sort of time trades in the cryptocurrency sector in general, because Bitcoin is the pioneering cryptocurrency. It's the oldest, it's the most expensive, it's still the best known. It continues to have an enormous influence over the movement of the cryptocurrency sector as a whole. If you're interested in astrology, a fun fact is that the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus this year is happening at almost precisely the same time as the Bitcoin halvening. Because Jupiter expands things and brings good fortune, and Uranus is about decentralization and tech, and Taurus represents value and money, I think it's really fascinating that these two things are happening at almost exactly the same time. One of the biggest issues I've seen for artists and activists when it comes to cryptocurrency, and this is very understandable, is the criticism that it's bad for the environment. I want to let you know that in the vast majority of cases, this is simply untrue. Bitcoin gets this criticism most often, which makes sense again because it's the best known cryptocurrency, but it's also because it employs what's called a proof of work system, which requires mining. Bitcoin mining is the process by which transactions are verified on the blockchain, the immutable ledger underpinning the crypto network. Mining is also the way new Bitcoins are generated, so that's what's cut in half again with the halvening. It involves computers solving complex cryptographic math problems, and using a computer takes power. Over time, the difficulty of those math problems has increased, and so the computing power required to solve those math problems has increased as well, as has the electricity required to power those computers. Okay, so first off, as Aaron, a giver in the Seeds community, pointed out years ago now, what that means is that if the electrical grid itself were sustainable, then of course this wouldn't be an issue. But beyond that, it's really important for us to consider the amount of power that the legacy banking system consumes. So Bitcoin's intended to be one single global currency, and we have about 180 fiat currencies in the world. Fiat currencies are those issued by a centralized government. So every nation or group of nations, if we're talking about something like the EU, the fiat currency has to issue paper bills. They have to issue coinage. They have to run government facilities that take care of doing these things. These nations have brick and mortar banks as well, and all of these buildings have to be built and maintained. They also have employees who often drive gas-powered cars to get to work. On the other hand, digital currency use is conducted almost entirely online, and the energy that mining itself consumes can be made sustainable with hydroelectric and solar solutions. So while that certainly doesn't mean that there haven't been bad actors in the mining space who were not giving the environment the consideration that they need to. Compared to the world of fiat currency, there is no comparison. Last important point, this particular criticism about energy consumption only applies to proof of work systems like what Bitcoin uses, which again require mining. Doge is another example of a proof of work system. On the other hand, proof of stake systems, which is what Ethereum uses as of the merge in September of 2022, did not require mining. Cryptocurrencies like seeds, which were minted on top of the Ethereum crypto network, don't require mining either. Something I really want to help artists and activists understand is that the beauty of good quality decentralized projects is that they can truly transcend the old banking technology in areas where it's fallen short. They can help us get out of the discrimination that's been baked into that old system. For example, these folks in South Sudan had been forced to leave their home area because of civil war. After the war ended, they were able to return, and a UN aid organization came to the area and helped them dig this water pump. But the aid organization left before they paved the area around the water pump. So in order to get water, these poor women and children have to literally stand in the mud. So these folks are deemed a seed to ask for help. And even though we've been told that the government of South Sudan doesn't issue women federal IDs and therefore they can't even open traditional bank accounts, Seeds was able to help them. Virtually everyone there does have access to internet via mobile phone. And so because Seeds uses decentralized technology, we could simply transfer the funds to them on the blockchain and they could receive it directly to their phones. That's such a huge thing, y'all. And it's just not possible without the power of blockchain technology and without people that want to uplift a new kind of system that's about transcending the old order, which is what Seeds is trying to do. Y'all, it's been so annoying to me, I can't even tell you, to be a woman in this space and first of all to deal with all the misogyny in cryptocurrency, but then also to deal with this meta narrative that has been virtually exclusively about these male bad actors who are taking advantage of people instead of using the technology for good. It's made things a lot harder for Seeds these last few years, but probably the worst part, what really breaks my heart, is that it's turned off the artists and the activists and the spiritual people with a lot of good, healthy, feminine energy who would really resonate with the Seeds mission to transcend late-stage capitalism. If that's you, if any of this resonates, if you're a giving person who has felt trapped in the current economic system, but you just haven't known that there were any alternatives, please check Seeds out. Consider making a gift to someone in need through Seeds, and you'll receive Seeds cryptocurrency in thanks, and we can support you in learning how to use them. You can stake them to make a passive income off of them while simultaneously providing financial access to people in need around the world. You can trade them, and you can even redeem a seed to ask for help yourself whenever you need it. So stay tuned for more general crypto tips as well. Of all the crypto bros yelling at people on YouTube, I've yet to come across a single one who has the experience that I have as a former career profitable professional stock trader who started trading crypto in 2013 and then also founded a crypto mutual aid project. So I can bring in insights that those folks don't have, and I'm convinced that zero of them, certainly nobody I've seen, is thinking about uplifting the feminine in any way at all, and that's central to the work that Seeds is doing. The more I learn, the more I realize that Seeds truly does seem to align with where the astrology is heading, with the fact that the rise of the feminine is happening on Earth, and that we're moving through ascension to 5D. So I want to share this in part so that it turns off any of the crypto bros who listen for this long, so that they're just like, oh, this isn't for me. And so that if this resonates with you, if you're thinking about the spiritual things as well, you're aware that Seeds is here for you and that it can help us make this transition through all of the energetic shifts that we're moving through at this time. All right, that's all I got for right now. Thank you so much for your time and attention, and I'll catch you on here again soon. Bye.